drunk, go through the fire. Haven't done a stage dive since like 3 or 4 years since COVID appeared, but I'm gonna do it this year. So make sure that you get there. Because your hands are gonna be up here, and I'm gonna be coasting. They're gonna be like, what's this commotion? It was a notion, and so Suffice put in our imagination. We started floating. Oh, love.
You know what's crazy? It's 107.7 WFCS Newport and Hartford The Edge. And we're here freestyling over this beat, but we didn't turn the mics on. So all you guys heard was the beat.
Y'all gotta make sure you see the recording, because we recorded on the phone on the side. Make sure you log on to Patreon, Rapoet, Be Easy Archives, Facebook.
For real.
We gotta give a big shout out to Romulus in the SALD office in CCSU.
Big Rom, Big Rom.
Yeah, blessings, brothers. Blessings. So, let me turn this beat down, this instrumental, so that people can hear us loud and clear.
Yo, sound man, turn my headphones up. Sound man, turn my headphones up.
Hold on.
Okay.
Right there.
Oh, that's too loud. That's
too loud.
I didn't know you had the professional decibel frequencies like that.
Decibel with the intellectual.
I see what's going on with the franchise compartments and communications.
I want to have you guys come a little bit closer to the microphones.
Hold up, I don't want to. I'm chomping some chips right now. I don't want to blow out anybody's eardrums.
Chip chomping.
Yo, if you have not noticed yet already by the voices, and then people that's going to be watching later on what we call the YouTube, the Instagram, and all the other social medias.
Facebook.
We have Facebook too. Shout out to Facebook for doing Facebook things.
You gotta face the book.
You got to. At some point
in your life, you gotta face the book.
Yeah. You already know. Suffice, the rap poet in the house.
Yes, sir.
The live wrestler himself, Mr. Tangsauce.
Bang, dollar,
yeah, brother.
Okay, before you interview us, can you please tell us, how did you come up with the phrase, the time and place and event of the phrase, what the WWF?
That was very good.
Okay, so a couple weeks back, I'm providing sound for a boxing event. Big shout out to Charter Oak Boxing and whatnot. And you gentlemen, you're the halftime show.
For those who don't understand, he provides something legal. DJ services.
Yes.
Just to be clear.
Yes, providing DJ services and sound. And, all that good stuff. So, basically in between the matches, play a little bit of music, get the crowd amped up, whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
You gentlemen were the halftime show.
Right.
You guys were the Dr. Dre and 50 Cent, Eminem, that version of the halftime show. The energy, yes. So, this is my first time seeing you guys perform in a ring.
Okay.
A boxing ring.
Okay.
So I'm just like, it's a boxing ring. This is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Rappers in the boxing, MCs in the boxing ring. Because I don't want to say anything derogatory, because you guys are more than rappers. You're
Master
MCs.
of ceremony.
Yes.
The crowd. Microphone controller.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because we about to get into this hip-hop
Magistrates in
thing.
context.
Yo.
Mellifluous courtiers.
Majestic champions.
Yes. So
Magnificent critique.
yes. So any rappers listening, expand your mind. Be MC. Rappers are boxed up. MCs are not boxed up. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. That's all. Yeah. So these guys are MCing in the boxing ring. So it's like a lot of energy going on. And I'm just like, okay, just make sure the sound is all right, whatever. Because usually I have time to if there's a party or whatever, karaoke, whatever event, I usually get a chance to get the video. But with you guys, I'm like, okay, it's a lot of energy. Let me just make sure the sound is good.
Right.
So all of a sudden, Tang Dollar Bang, Tangsauce, he gets on the top buckle. So I'm just like, first, this is a boxing ring. It's one thing if it was a wrestling ring. So if it was a wrestling ring, that's supporting all types of weight.
Right.
It's a boxing ring, so I don't know what's happening. So this man does a perfect backflip, but that perfect backflip almost hit. You almost like what's that happened?
That was the word I was thinking.
You almost took
almost Leonardo
clockwise life, yo. Yo, you literally almost put the clockwise in the hospital.
Yo,
The
that was so
trajectory
crazy,
of the
bro.
foot was heading to the location of the swivel of the head to the rest of the body.
The noggin.
Precisely.
The noggin piece was definitely close
And
to the
Clock
foot.
was facing the other direction, having a good old time, so he ain't even know what was happening. Tang was climbing up in his zone, having a good old time, so he didn't know what was happening. And it went from rapping to boxing to
wrestling.
WWE real quick.
Thank God you're not like 215 right now, because I think if you had like a little bit extra more weight on you, it could have been that.
The timing wouldn't have worked out.
Yeah.
The timing wouldn't, but it worked out perfectly, fortunately, this time. I just saw Clock mid-air, and I was just like, please move. Or else there will be a collision.
It was mad energy.
That was God.
I think, hold on, who was running back and forth? Well, all y'all was running back and forth.
I was doing handstands.
I was like, what is going on in here right now?
Hydro,
Let's make sure the
hydro.
music's good. Let's make sure the music's good.
I was looking right at it. You know when like something like this happens, time slows down, right?
Yeah.
So you see things in slow motion, but your voice also slows down. So almost like I'm opening my mouth to be like, clockwise.
To the left.
Oh my goodness. To the left,
The
my brother.
funniest part, the reason he's alive to tell the tale is because Clockwise is a smooth cat. Like he done tracks with DJ Quick from the West Coast. You know
Shout
what I mean?
out to Quick, yeah.
And he always does this thing where he goes, can I get some respect? And he goes, bound to the side, bound to the side. So he just naturally always does a slide to the side. So as he's doing his thing, not knowing he getting a roundhouse backflip kick to the head. At that exact moment, because the beats is bumping, thank God you had the music right. He just had that urge to do that slide. And thank God instead of sliding like back or to the right, he slid right to the left like, ow. And that ow was just enough to dodge the dance. And this is why dancing is a martial art too.
Yo, son, for real.
It was a dance move he randomly did that saved his life.
Crazy.
This is insane.
It was crazy. I always do something on stage. When we was at Heartbeat, I'm on top of the speakers. If we outside, I'm hopping on something. When I step into a venue, first thing I'm looking at, okay, I'm climbing on that.
Yeah.
I'm jumping on that. I'm jumping off this stage. Will there be clearance for me to do what I need to do?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's funny because if you know me, I basically don't do anything. Like I just rap now. Like if you know me from before, you know I just look for things and jump off of them.
Mm-hmm.
But with Tang,
I
like
ain't
the
hear
backpack shows, I just stick to the rapping.
Yeah.
And if he can't get on something, he's gonna lift something.
Oh, I'm getting on it.
I've been at moments where I was trying to get close to Tang, like, okay, Tang, we rapping together, and he had like 2 mic stands in each hand going like this,
Yeah, we
doing
just
martial
lifting it
art.
up.
I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna stand over here right now.
Yo.
Man.
I'm gonna work the left side.
You gotta give the people what they want. They want to see some action. They want to see. They want to see the energy on stage go crazy. I gotta do it.
This is wild.
You
We
never
hit
know
backflips.
what you're gonna see
You know what
at
I
a
mean?
backpack show.
You don't. You gotta come. You gotta
Yeah.
come.
You're gonna see something that always looks like this. Looks like it's gonna be violent with the energy of love. Imagine love with the energy you usually go to get violence for. That's what you're gonna see at a backpack show. You're gonna see someone picking up dangerous objects for unity, peace, and love.
That's right. That's right. That's right. We gonna be taking. We take the mic stands like a staff, and we just shaking
You're
it
gonna
around.
see someone almost
You know what I mean?
knock someone's head off in the spirit of peace, love,
Out of
unity.
love, baby. Out of love. Out of love. Out of love for the crowd. Out of love for
Oh
my bros.
my
And then
out
we
of
gonna
love
turn
for
around
the
and say,
show.
when I say boom, you say back.
Back.
Boom.
When I say
Back.
back, you say
Back.
pack.
That's
Back,
it.
pack.
You gotta pull up to see it. You gotta pull up to see it. Trinity
What is
College.
the next? Okay, so segue.
Yeah.
International Hip Hop Celebration at Trinity College. Gentlemen, let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about the history real quick, and let's talk about the actual date that's happening.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk about it.
Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
You're hosting.
I'm hosting. So we on the 31st and the 1st at the end of this month, and we're gonna be at Trinity College. This is the 50th year of hip hop, and we're gonna have a great time. I'm actually gonna be hosting the B-Boy Battle, which for the first time is 2 days.
2 days.
2 day B-Boy Battle.
So if this is the first day, it would be 2 day and tomorrow.
Wow.
If it was a Tuesday, it would be a Tuesday and a Wednesday. If it was a Monday, it would be a Monday and a Tuesday. You see how the 2 keeps popping up?
Yeah.
It's always been 1 day, but now it's 2 days. And by the way, it's not a Tuesday, it's not a Wednesday, but we'll get back to that in a second.
And you're gonna have to come to see it live in person on the 31st.
Wow.
And on the 1st, and what we got going down is going to be spectacular. We got Red Bull coming to town to do the auditions for Dance Your Style. So if you're a freestyle dancer, or on your feet dancer, a hip hop dancer, a breaker, a popper, a locker, an animator, a bone breaker, you need to come down on the 31st and audition for Red Bull Dance Your Style so you can get on the big stage. B-Boy Pops our organizers, and he's bringing the big leagues to Hartford.
Right.
This is what the dance community has been asking for since 1982, and it's happening on the 31st and the 1st at Trinity. So if you, and it's free.
50 years in the making.
It's free. You don't gotta pay nothing.
R-E-E, free.
Amen.
Free. That's free.
Free 99. Make sure you pull up. It's gonna be fantastic. We gonna have a great time, man, and that's
Whether
just one of the
you have a fan
activities.
or not.
That's just one of the activities. You know what I mean?
That's one.
We also got the concert.
The concert.
The concert.
So
the other concert.
Hold on.
The other concert. Then we got the other concert. Then we got the other concert. Alright, I'm gonna bring it back.
What's the feature this year?
Okay, this is what we gonna do.
Okay.
Talk about it.
Now, first of all, I love this post. Okay, Rapoet, R.A. Poet. I'm posting mad flyers today. Tangsauce, also the backpack. We all link to Trinity Hip Hop on Instagram.
Yeah.
And what I love about this post, it says, finally, we've never had this before. It just lists every single thing. Y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay. Thursday, March 30th, 12:15 to 1:30, keynote lecture. Friday, March 31st, 11 a.m., 6 a.m., graffiti. No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
All right, so the first thing is Thursday, March 30th. Okay, 12:15 to 1:30 is the keynote lecture by Imani Kai Johnson. Clue the applause for our sister. Woo! Women's History Month. Of course, a woman got to set the whole thing off. Women been in hip hop since the beginning. She's going to talk about her new book, Dark Matter and Breaking Ciphers. Then, you know how much that costs for using?
Free.
Okay.
Oh, that's free too?
Okay, that's
Free.
free too.
Free.
Friday,
Oh.
skipping ahead to Friday, March 31st, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., which basically means all day.
All day,
It's going to have the all-day graffiti contest.
Ooh.
You could come there. Wait, I said who could come there?
Who? You?
You.
Me?
We?
Wait, but how
Actual
much
person.
did I say you got to pay to enter this contest?
Free.
You said free.
Okay, so if I understand what I'm saying, you could go there for free,
You could
participate in the graffiti contest, tag up on the wall, not get chased by the cops, not get a fine, and the best 3 pieces take home a grand prize. Where did you ever hear a grand prize by 3 people? I never heard that in my life. Usually a grand prize means there's a second place, there's a third place, there's a grand prize, there's a runner-up, a second runner-up. No, they giving away 3 grand prizes.
Hey, yo.
You may never hear this again in your life. Now, same day, Friday, 12:15 to 1:15, the production workshop. I'm not even gonna explain the whole history. If you know hip hop history and you know producers, then you know when I say certain names like Jay Dilla.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't have to say anything. So the J Dilla Foundation, all the way from Detroit, is going to be here in Hartford, Connecticut, in the heart of Connecticut,
my goodness.
hosting
My
a production workshop.
Hey, Yeah.
Even if you're a beginner or advanced, you're gonna learn today in Austin Arts Center, and that's open to who?
The public.
Every one of you in the public.
Wait, but how much that
cost
Jay Dilla,
for that?
how much that workshop cost?
The entry fee?
Yeah.
And the cost per seat?
Yeah, how much is that?
And depending if you want to sit in the front or the back,
Right.
or participate more or less.
Talk about it.
I said it's free.
Oh my!
I said it was free.
FREE.
Free. That's free. Same day. You thought it was enough for a year. Nope.
There's more going on.
There's more. That same day on Friday, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. dance workshop.
Oh.
And that's what my brother Tang was talking about. The Red Bull Dance will be hosting auditions and workshop in the Washington.
Talking about Red Bull is sponsoring.
The one
Again,
that you see at all the gas stations. Red Bull Big Time Energy is going to be in Hartford at Trinity,
Connecticut.
oh my goodness.
I know there might be a Hartford in England. I know there might be a Hartford in somewhere. We talking about Hartford, Connecticut for free, where you could get and be in the auditions. A lot of people ain't even know breaking is in the Olympics in 2024.
2024, baby.
Breaking is in the Olympics in 2024. So now you want to get auditioned in your neighborhood.
Come on now.
Don't wait till it's in Barcelona, France, and China, and then be like, I can't get over there. Well, you know where you could go right now? Hartford,
Connecticut.
You know how much you could pay right now? Free. But I digress. Then 8 p.m. right after that goes for 4 hours, so you got no excuses. Oh, I was late. You was late an hour? You was 2 hours. Oh, you were 3.5 hours late. Oh, you missed the whole thing. That means you was 4 hours late. Did you have to drive to another state? No, it's in Connecticut. Do you have to drive to another country? No, it's in Connecticut. No. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We got Ubers. You know what I mean? My man Tang might drive you. My man Kamali might drive you. I might drive you. Okay? Listen, 8 p.m. the B-boy, B-girl battle. Okay? Some people call it breakdance battle. Within the culture, we know as breaking, B-boy, B-girl. But this just showed you how inviting it is. We just tongue-in-cheek said the breakdance battle just to let y'all know, like, it's open to everybody.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Everybody.
3 verse 3 breaking. I've seen it to, now, you've seen more of these than me. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've seen it to where people would show up and in the process of the battle, meet 2 other people in the room and be like, you want to be on the team? And they would compete in the battle.
Absolutely.
Am I lying?
You just pull up. There'll be people there on deck ready to battle with you.
Come on.
So if you just 1 or you just 2, pull up and find your 3rd. Pull up and find your 2nd and 3rd. It's breakers from all over that's going to be in the building. Rhode Island in the building.
Rhode Island.
New York in the building.
New York.
Massachusetts in the building. New Jersey in the building. We all over with it.
ATL.
The highest level of breakers.
Come from Atlanta.
Atlanta, Georgia,
Floridians. California.
We done had people come from South Africa.
That's
Korea.
True. That's true.
Venezuela, Brazil.
Country. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean,
I seen one of the. I remember when El Nino jumped in the cipher.
Hey man, we outside.
Brazil.
We done had Nagin, Red Bull, BC1 winner come down to Connecticut, Hartford to be in the building with us. It's high level breakers that's going to be in the building.
YouTube research.
Yeah, I mean,
because when you hear these names, if you don't just fall out your chair
man.
and start, and you need to get your tickets now. And you know how much those tickets cost?
How much are they?
There is no tickets.
Oh.
They're free.
Just show up.
My
show up.
Oh my.
What more? I don't know what to tell you.
Yo,
Trinity
anybody that's a part of the hip hop culture that's always saying it's hard to get on, it's hard to get on, it's hard to get on. This 2-day event or more, it's probably gonna be more. I feel like there's other.
Because technically the keynote is on Thursday.
So a 3-day event. You have your golden opportunity, your golden ticket. This is your own lottery ticket. All you gotta do is bring yourself over there.
And you can win prizes if you want.
You can leave with more money than you came with.
Yo,
it's really an investment.
Big time energy. You never know what connection you can make. So you bring your behind yourself. Not behind, bring your whole self. Your whole.
Don't just
your
bring
front
it
hind, your behind, your right hind, your left hind, your top hind, your bottom hind, your dunking hind.
Your in hind.
Yo, bring yourself. The way you treat yourself, bring yourself. For real.
You know what I mean?
Now
Treat
you
yourself.
reminded me of something, but I'm not getting to it yet. But it's coming up. So let's go to the next day. Cause you already see the
there's
Thursday.
another day?
There's another day.
Oh.
And it's as jam-packed as Friday is. Saturday, April 1st, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. More graffiti.
Oh man. And that's no joke. More prizes.
Man.
Hold on, let me switch the beats. Hold on. It's a new day. It's a new month. Let's switch the beat.
Let's switch the beat.
Let's keep
Mr.
it going.
DJ.
And tell everybody your social media real quick too. Always switching the beat.
It's your boy Tangsauce 860. We outside all streaming platforms, all digital streaming platforms. We outside Tangsauce 860. Let's go.
And I am to be found at the location digitally of the letters called R.A. Poet.
Hey man.
Some would refer to it as rap poet.
Ooh.
Some would refer to it as raw poet.
Ooh.
But everyone spells it the same. R-A-P-O-E-T. R-A-P-O-E-T.
Look him up.
Poetry.
Look him up.
Know it's me.
You know what I mean?
Quoting.
He's on Spotify. He's on Tidal. He's on Apple
It
Music.
ain't no need to go with beef. So just see. Socially.
Whoa.
What it's supposed to be.
What?
Hold up.
What?
Yo,
What?
alright, my wife calling in right now. She's from the classroom and she understand how. Turn on WCCSU. Now you know that it's me is the best you. And the best you is with the best me. Cause in life God had to test me. He said I'ma send you an Aquarian queen for Valentine's Day. If you know what I mean. She born on Black Love Day. That's April 13th. I mean February 13th, but you know we in April. Tell you that it ain't you. That's Poetry Month, and that's what I gave you. Thank you for making me grateful. I'm so glad in Valentine's God made you. And you know that I got so much love for you. It just grows the more they hateful of what we do. We was made to. Now you know ever since I tried to date you, I was like, hey, dude. But I didn't know your name, but you knew my name too. I was like, oh, this is drama. Try to introduce, but you knew my mama already. I was like, we gotta go steady. Man, it was like we was married already. By the time we got the ring, it wasn't a thing, and the certificate was just something to bring. Something to put the stamp on it. Now you know your lips, you got the champ on it.
Hey, ho,
Hey,
oh.
Yo, we are live in the station. Hey,
Mrs. Kelly.
Bless Miss
We
Kelly.
in Britain right now. Shout out to all the students at Academy of Science and Innovation.
Let me call you
Listening
right back.
to WCCSU with DJ Be Easy.
Alright.
And if you got Mrs. Kelly in your school, you got a jewel.
Amazing.
During that freestyle, I got so many different phone calls. Because literally, I was just like, hold on, the main, recording phone is on airplane mode. But then I forgot, if you have both numbers, if you have all three numbers, you're a special person.
DJ Be Easy got 3 numbers at
So
least.
if you have all 3 numbers, that means you're significant in my life.
Come on now.
Yup.
For real.
And the reason why I did this extemporaneous freestyle
Oh, that boy got words.
of Master of Ceremonies of Hip Hop Cultures is because the reference beat in the background is known as "You better chickadee check yourself before you wreck yourself." Shout out to Ice Cube and the West Coast and the NWA dynasty. And if you're married, you know that if your wife calls and you don't pick up or show respect to a black woman, then you riggedy wreck yourself.
Yes.
And that was what prompted the freestyle.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yo. Yes, when your queen calls you, no matter what's going on, you pick up. Even if you're somewhere you're not supposed to be, you pause at where you're not supposed to be at. Be like, hey, queen, I'm alive. I'm here. I'm gonna call you right back.
Right. That's so funny because like sometimes people that love you, they love you more than you love yourself. They worry about you more than you worry yourself. So a lot of times it's not about, you think it's about them. Right? But no, it's about them worrying about you. They not mad at where you are. They mad that you made them worry that they didn't know that it was all right, you know. So that's a gem. That's a gem, and that's the state of hip hop. Like Tang said, we 50 years into it. When hip hop came out, they thought it was like a dance or a trend or something silly, and what it actually was a creative response to some of the worst oppression that America ever had. Because this was after the civil rights movement, this was after all this modern technology, this was after the world wars and World War I and World War II, all these beautiful things going on, and it was like we still had this insurance fraud going on, buildings being burned in our neighborhoods, crack being flooded in, you know, one of our presidents planting crack across the street in order to make this big war on drugs thing. All this stuff is documented now. There's a policy called benign neglect, right? Where if police was needed, ambulance or fire department, they just wouldn't send it to our neighborhoods because the idea wasn't that one, it was we wasn't worth the money, but two, it was like this is a great way to exterminate these people, really, right? To put it politely, without saying let's have genocide. All the things that the KKK in the past and all these things have been trying to get rid of this problem of these imported enslaved Africans here, and now that slavery's over, what do we do with them? We're gonna go with some polite ways, right? So it's just like let these things happen, put the guns there, put the drugs thing, and you could look up this policy, benign neglect, and it was let these things happen and don't support the you know, don't bring the services, the fire department, the ambulance, police, whatever you gotta do. That's what was the cauldron that hip hop came out of. Instead of killing each other, we figured out how to use that same energy and transmute it. In other words, where it wasn't expected to be, you found a way to bring it. What is it? Peace, love, unity, joy, having fun. Not like someone who has fun, you know, like they always make games out of black people, right? They would blindfold black people, make them punch each other out. They would do all kinds of terrible things, but it was for entertainment and pain. What hip hop found out to do, how can we have fun safely, right? So you could use that same energy of a gang member stabbing each other, but instead of stabbing each other with a knife, you invisible stabbing each other with a dance move.
Little little exchange. You know what I mean? I thought I might throw an elbow in the uprock.
Elbow position.
As someone I love. You know what I mean? I might, you know.
This reminds me of that segment of Kings of Comedy with Cedric the Entertainer, was just like, yo, back in the day we used to battle.
Right.
Like we used to just, you know, who's the flyest dancer? Who's the flyest dancer?
That's right.
And after the battle, okay, you won. I took that out. We're still brothers.
Yeah.
And we'll live to fight another day.
Everybody walk away safely.
And you reverse engineer that. Before we was doing it like that, there was no after the battle for one person. Because if you're doing that with a knife and a gun and with anger and self-hate, then it's not like, oh, you got me, I'll see you tomorrow. It's like, nothing. Because I can't speak and I can't move. And now you might be in jail and you feeling a bunch of people's now chasing after you. Same exact energy, created dance. It's just taking that same energy and put it somewhere else. That's what survived for 50 years, y'all. People wondering how a dance and rap. No, what survived for 50 years was figuring out how to take all that anger and oppression and wanting to break something, but you break with the moves. That's why it's called breaking. You get the DJ be easy to find the break in the beat and loop that part. Instead of it passing by, loop that so the breakers could keep going, so the MCs could keep flowing, so the educators could keep knowing.
Carnival, come on.
Yeah.
See what I'm
There
saying?
need to be a book about that one.
Yeah.
I'm about to drop a book on my birthday. I'm getting ready to drop a book on my
world
birthday.
premiere, slow that down. Say that one more time. What you about to do? What's about to happen on your birthday? What you about to release?
April
The book.
8th.
A book?
April 8th.
You releasing a book?
I'm releasing a book.
A BOOK.
And it's not going to be a novel, you know, but it's going to be a book with all this information I'm talking about if you want to slow down and meditate on it and understand what really is. It's called Breaking the Cipher. I'm sorry, Breaking the Cycle. I gave away one of the chapters right there because the cycle is the
no
cipher.
Sneak peek,
So you got it on here on DJ Beat Easy right there. Exclusive.
Oh yeah, good segue. You're now listening to 107.7 WFCS, New Britain, Hartford, The Edge. Yeah, legal IDs, you got to do that.
You gotta let them know.
Yeah.
Light
One
flex.
of them, man. One of
If
them,
you
one
want to
of them.
know, now you know. Lock it in on the dial.
Yes.
And the book's gonna be called Breaking the Cycle. A creative response to violence.
Rapoet.
Why hip hop survived for 50 years and how it can help you survive today. And if you come to the hip hop festival, you can see a real breaking cipher on 2 days.
Bars.
You know what? I love how you're breaking down certain things to the person that doesn't understand why we do what we do.
Yes.
Because sometimes, kind of like with basketball,
That was a bar, by the way. 1, 2, 3. Bars.
Yo, similar to a sport like a basketball and whatnot, the reason why they came up with positions is for the novice to pay attention.
Right.
So now you broke down what hip hop does and the different positions of hip hop for the novice that doesn't get it. Like
That's
the guy
right.
that's, in his mid-50s is like, I don't understand what's going on.
That's right.
You just explained, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's what we gotta do.
Yes.
As the more you survive in a culture and that culture sustains you, the more you become responsible for the culture.
Yeah.
Because now you wake up one day and you're like, oh, people messing up the culture and not understanding. Wait a second, that's your job now, right? You've been doing it for so long. At some point, you got to realize you're the one who passes this information on. Especially with a demographic of people who is always considered less than in some way.
Yes.
It's even more important for every little bit of information you know to make yourself a teacher and pass on what you know, which is peace, love, unity, and safely having fun. And a little gem for y'all is if you spell that out, that spells plus. It's an acronym because hip hop is a positive culture. Out of nothing or what seems to be nothing, you create something.
That boy intelligent.
You use what you have to create masterpiece.
That's right.
Amen. Use the resources you got at your disposal. You can make so many things when you use the resources at your. How much you need to start breaking? What you need to start breaking?
How much that cost you?
Free.
Start top rocking.
You could break easier than you could break a habit.
Amen. Break right into it.
Woo! Next time you want to break something, break something.
Don't break yourself.
Without breaking something.
You know what I mean?
Chickadee check yourself before you
wreck
break
yourself.
Chickadee create yourself before you break yourself.
Hey man, how much
Before
it
you
cost to
break-
rap?
Come on now.
You
How
don't even
much
need a
does
pen
it
and a
cost?
pad. Jay-Z do it off the top.
It costs less to rap than to get a rap.
I mean,
It
talk
costs
about
less
it.
than a veggie wrap,
Come on.
a chicken wrap,
Whoa.
a buffalo chicken wrap, a steak wrap, a turkey wrap, a veggie wrap. It costs less to rap than all of that.
Wow.
1, 2, 3.
Rap
Bars.
Bars.
Yeah.
Costs nothing to beatbox.
And so the first 4 elements of the culture is DJing, MCing, breaking, which we just kept telling you about, and writing, which is throwing up the art on the graffiti. But it's like what Beezy's saying is once you in a culture, like there's the elements which are what you do, and what people could quite honestly copy. That's why we have something called cultural appropriation. You have cultural misappropriation. Where not only do they copy it, but they mess it up and do it wrong. And they tell you this is how black people really look. This is how black people really cook, and it's like all wrong. That's even worse than the cultural appropriation because it's like now you wrong.
Exactly.
And you telling people what it is.
Oh, the algorithm, man.
But what people can't copy, even if they do it right, what they can't copy is the principles of a culture.
Yes.
The genealogy of the culture. The love and respect and the struggle of it. If you want to really appreciate a culture, you got to understand how it arrived and how it lasted. So the reason it's not just fun and entertaining, it's taking, I like to, there's so many examples, but one, since I'm an MC, I like to talk with the rap battles. If you see a high-level professional rap battles, you'll see some stuff that looks like very angry and misogynistic and racist and like all the worst possible things you could say at a high-level rap battle, you're gonna hear it. Because outside, it's a horrible sex, drugs, violent, all that. What you don't understand is you're coming from a context of people actually going through those things and having that trauma. and they're turning it into some exciting, interesting, well-pronounced, enticing words. And as they're saying this most crazy, inflammatory statements to each other, the person they're saying to it does what? Not what you do in boxing, which is try to knock the person out. Not what you do in basketball, which is try to steal the ball and score in there. No, what you do in an MC battle, you stand there and smile and laugh and listen. And the best MCs, not only do they wait their turn to respond, but they listen so well that they incorporate in their rebuttal what they said. So it's a high level of even having an opponent, having a certain love and respect for a quote opponent. This is what survived for 50 years. Again, it's not just rapping and dancing. It's a way to deal with conflict on a higher level where even people outside the culture, oh, that's horrible where he set it up. No, the horrible stuff is here. The sex, drug, violence, all these things are here, all these impulses. Hip hop tells you how to break from these impulses in a positive way that creates some healthy competition where instead of stabbing each other and killing each other, we got it. Now, are there people who are labeled as hip hop today, whether they're dancers or rappers and so forth, who do the opposite, who take a peaceful, entertaining event and use it to provoke violence? Absolutely. We don't consider them hip hop. We consider them people who use the hip hop word, and we consider them, okay, they rapping, they dancing these things, but they're outside the culture. And that's why I said
they perpetrating the culture.
They perpetrating. They faking the funk. They not chickadee checking themselves before they wreck themselves in the community.
Can I ask you a question?
That's why I said you can copy the elements of a culture, but it doesn't mean you're in the culture. You gotta understand why you're dancing and rapping and doing these things. That's what you learn at the hip hop festival, and what I'm writing about in my book.
Can I ask you an off question? Yeah. Because there's been a bar conversation plenty of times. Facts. And I play a lot of music at a lot of different venues, and I'm getting tired. Like, maybe I should not admit this on the radio.
That boy be playing some music.
He about to talk.
I think I'm getting tired of the messages. I'm getting tired of the messages in drill music.
You're getting exhausted.
Like, not the beats. Like, I love the beats. I love the incorporation of Jersey Club, all of that. But the messages, I feel like, are definitely perpetrating the culture and really. If you think about it now, think about the 90s with, Biggie, Tupac with their unfortunate deaths.
Right. Rest in peace.
Why are there more dead rappers in this era than ever before? So I the drill music, I'm just like, yo, there's something that's off about. It's certain music is melodic, and also certain chords strike a chord in your spirit.
Bars.
What are your thoughts on how popular drill music is right now in Chicago, New York, London, all of that? And is it really more the artist, or you think it's more certain labels are pushing like, hey, write this, write that? Because I feel like there's still certain labels involved, even though the artists have more power to just be independent. So give me your thought process on that right there, because it's all about peace, unity, and I feel like there's certain stuff in the culture, that's not even in the culture that needs to be cleaned up because it's outside the culture, but it's kind of like somebody knocking outside the door. So it's in front of your house, so you still got to clean that up.
It's on your lawn.
Yes. So what's the thought process with that?
Hey, man. I do believe things are the way they are for a reason. You know what I mean? And it's because somebody wants it to be that way. You know what I mean? And that's what we see. And I think when young, impressionable kids are looking for a way up,
they just look
in life, there's providers and those that consume. And that's good consumption. For certain bodies, and they definitely gonna do what they gonna do. And I think it's up to the artist to make the right decision on what they want to put out into the world, what type of vibration they want to put out into the world, and for the listener to be very aware of what they consume as a listener, because you are what you eat, and your diet isn't just food. Your diet is also what information you take in, and that's why we gotta be so careful with social media too, which pages we following, because there's certain pages that's gonna put you on a certain mind state that's only gonna regurgitate what was on that page. But if you follow the right pages and you live in a right life, you're gonna get regurgitated what is the result of that. So we got to be very careful of our diets.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean our mental diets.
Soul food, mind food.
I'm gonna give you guys some of the brothers that are listening right now. I'm gonna give you guys an example. So we on Instagram, we scrolling. So if you are scrolling all day during your free time, and I have nothing against the nice shaped queens. I love. Listen,
distractions. What he's saying is sometimes you open up your social media to send a text or to do an important flyer, and an hour later you be like, what?
All these baddies.
Where's my brain?
Oh my God.
Shout out to Women's History Month.
Yes.
There's
a lot of women's history on Instagram right now, son. You know what I mean?
Our women.
Yes.
Hey.
Respect.
Hey.
But there's sometimes you're supposed to send that
And you know
message.
what Bob Marley said, right?
What did he say?
Bob Marley said the most beautiful curve on a woman's body is a smile.
Yes.
Go ahead,
Hold on, poetry.
Remember,
Poetry.
remember, it's just facts.
Yes.
It's just facts.
Hey, on the subject of Bob's, R.I.P. Bobby Caldwell.
Yeah.
On the subject of Bob's.
What you won't do
For
for love.
You tried everything, but you don't give up.
50 years later.
Come on, baby, we outside.
And that, the thing is, if you don't know what we talking about, this is a brother that sang with so much soul. We all thought he was a black man for years.
For real.
And then one day
we saw a video.
went to YouTube or something, and we seen this white brother. And not only did he have this soul that we black people identify with, but he also had a unique voice. So it wasn't just like he was like, oh, he sings like this black person very well. He had his own voice that was so soulful and what is the word? Transcended these boundaries and made us all fall in love with ourselves as humans. Rest in peace and live in lyrics.
You may never find.
Also sampled a lot in hip hop.
Oh, come on. Tupac, Sucker for Love. You know what I mean? Do for Love. Classic track. R.I.P. Tupac too, while we on the subject. You know what I mean?
Yo, going back to what you guys were talking about with what you put in your mental, your mental, spiritual diet. We gotta be careful. And even on your free time. Like, that's easier said than done. Easier said than done.
Way easier said than done.
Even on your free time,
easier said than done.
work on a weakness. Instead of watching a weakness, work on a weakness. Just saying.
Can you work on a weakness on the weekend?
You can work on a weakness anytime.
When the weekend ends, can you work on the weakness during the week?
Yes, anytime.
Even if you feel weak, can you work on the weakness?
Yes, anytime.
Do those who are strong have to work on their weaknesses during the weekends and during the week?
Amen.
Anytime. You can do it.
Anytime.
Anytime.
How much does it cost though to do this work?
To do this work.
To do this time. How much does that cost?
It's free.
Oh,
it's free.
Man.
It's free.
Just like the Trinity Hip Hop Festival.
Yes.
April 31st. April 1st, March 31st, April 1st.
Hold
on us, baby.
Hold on. What else did we got to talk about before I start playing the music? Before I start playing the music.
That's a good segue. So we talked about Thursday, the keynote with our sister, right? Who's dropping her fabulous new book. We talked about the Thursday. We talked about the keynote lecture. We talked about the Friday, the graffiti, including the contest, the production workshop, the dance workshop, the breakdance battles going all the way into the night. What we didn't say is that Saturday on Peace to Hydro online right now. Somebody hit up Hydro. Somebody hit up Hydro's number 8 winner. Spell the word 60 and let them know we sending them a shout out on the radio right now. 107.5 WCCSU. Saturday, April 1st, it continues. Again, the voting is going to be on IG. So, for those of y'all who is too distracted on IG to actually show up in person for free, for 7 hours that day, 11 to 6. That's just the beginning, mind you. It's more than that. But just for the graffiti, if you too distracted on IG, get distracted on the Trinity Hip Hop page and vote for your best 3 pieces. Gotta be happening all 11/6. You can vote right through IG.
And that's crazy because whoever wins that ends up on the main stage next year. So you're looking at a future star.
No, this is the graffiti.
Oh, that's
this
the
is just for the
graffiti.
graffiti.
Okay.
We about to get.
Oh, see, I got a little bit excited. I jumped the gun. I got so excited.
It's so many ways to win.
Oh,
yes.
So
at
there's
the
more
International
prizes.
Festival,
There's more
so
prizes?
many ways, more prizes,
man.
more elements,
Wow.
more principles, more inclusions.
Oh my goodness.
More different types of people from more different places.
There's more ways you could leave with more than you came.
So remember I mentioned the J Dilla Foundation, right? Doing the workshop. On Saturday they'll be back 12:15 to 1:15 with the producer panel. So you'll be seeing them host the production panel and meet up. If you're an MC at all, you want to connect with a lot of these producers. You know what I'm saying? And like Be Easy was saying, there's a lot of people see the music and culture is so powerful that people can get wrapped up in it and say the most worst and terrible things, but you'll enjoy it. Because you're kind of in a trance. So it's important, if you want to change these things, you got to connect with the producers that got the vibe. If you have something more important to make, if you say it without the beat, without the tempo, and you don't have your skills right, nobody want to hear that. That's the problem. Hip hop creates peace and love and everything, but the reason it survived, it creates it not by talking down to people, it creates it by getting in a cipher with people.
Yes.
And that's the challenge. We gotta get in these ciphers, make sure your skills is nice on the mic, on the dance and the moves, and then you could uplift people. But if you're not down with people, how could you uplift people?
Come on. That was a bar.
But I digress. 1:30 to 3 p.m. we have the Youth for Change Showcase. Make some noise for the youth. This is all the youth get to join us outside on the Gate Squad to celebrate the hip-hop talent of Hartford youth. Whether it's dancing, whether it's rapping. Shout out to Miss Kim and the Gifted Ones also.
Oh, yeah.
I hope they'll be there. Shout out to Miss Terry Starks, Hartford's Proud.
Proud.
Shout out to Magic Soul,
Magic
the young
Soul,
steppers on the scene.
Yep.
You know, this is something where you could show up and perform and end up getting a prize, or you could just show up and appreciate and be in this feeling of, instead of talking down to you, appreciate them and cherish them and encourage them. To
shout out the Alphabet.
The Alphabet. What you know about the Alphabet?
That's my boy right there. That boy good. That boy got bars for you. Make sure you tap in with the Alphabet. Look him up.
Okay, you just
endless MCs on the rise out of Hartford.
Unlocked a secret. I don't know how you did. This shows me in the zone. When you in the zone, the Alphabet is the 20. He doesn't even know this yet. So somebody send him this.
Wait, are we about to give a world premiere right now?
Boop, 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 boop.
We have a world premiere.
The young brother, the Alphabet, who rocked at the favorite showcase, we just found out yesterday, and are waiting to announce him on Instagram, but we're gonna do it right here live on WCCSU with DJ B.
WFCS radio. Hold on, let me just say the whole thing.
Say the official thing.
Let's go.
You are now listening to 107.7 WFCS, New Britain and Hartford, The Edge, and yes, CCSU radio.
Nobody say it like you say it. You can't say it like you say it.
That boy good.
That's why he does what he do, and that's why he be who he be.
Yeah. When he do it, it just be easy. You know what I mean? Be easy. It just be easy.
Well, you know, when he be who he be's, it's be easy.
You know how he be? Easy.
I said, congratulations to the Alphabet. You are the 2023 International Hip Hop Festival Youth Favorite. Clap it up. If you follow him on Instagram, let him know. We gotta contact him. He's getting the cash prize and he's getting the performer verse at the favorite showcase. Now, moving on from the youth showcase, what is the favorite showcase right after from 5 to 6:30 p.m.? Yours truly will be hosting this event. You come to our annual favorite showcase and you get to perform just like any open mic, whether you're on the stage, whether you're on a headline or not. If you see a cipher in the hood, that's how it always was. If you felt brave enough to jump in a cipher, you want to listen, or if you want to participate, you wait your turn, you jump in, spit your bars. If you hesitate too long, the next MC just gonna jump in, because MCs is hungry, right? So it comes from that tradition where you don't have to be known. We could have, I don't know, Just show up. However you show up, whatever you dress, race, color, class, creed, you show up, you put your name on the list, and you spit. Now this is what's crazy. At the favorite showcase, not only can anybody, wait, who did I say?
Anybody.
Anybody.
Anybody?
Okay. How old do they have to be?
I think you could be any age, can't you?
All ages?
What event do they have to register for?
This is the favorite showcase, right?
No. They don't even have to register. They could walk through the favorite showcase by accident and pick up the mic.
Oh, this is open-ended.
It's open-ended.
Just come.
Just come. Just pull up.
Yeah,
there.
free.
You see what I'm saying?
Free.
And that's in the history and the tradition of hip hop, where there was always a space in a cipher, but no one's gonna do it for you. You have to have the courage. But if you have the courage to jump in a cipher, we got a space for you. So it's only right that at a hip hop festival on the 50th anniversary of hip hop, we have that, and that's what the favorite showcase is. Shout out to Marvelous, who's also been on the show before. Shout out to Protege, been on the show before. Shout out to Hydro that we just said a shout out. These people have all just come to jump in the open mic. But wait, there's more. Not only do you get a chance to be part of the festival in this way, every year they pick someone to perform on the main stage for the next year and get paid to perform and get their name on the flyer. Shout out to our brother. All right, lower the beat on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's give a big round of applause for Aramis.Wave, Aramis Mendez, the 2023 International Hip Hop Festival favorite MC.
Was that a world premiere right there?
World premiere.
Oh my goodness, Aramis.Wave.
You know what I'm saying? So
that
you're
boy
gonna see him on the main stage. But again, he didn't come to compete. He didn't come because he was booked or anything like that. He just came to show love in a cipher. There was an open spot. He said, "I spit something." He spit something. Next thing you know, he's the favorite of the year and rocking on the main stage and getting a little check. On top of that, we had, for the first time ever, 3 favorites are on the main stage this year. We have a young sister by the name of Jupiter.
Jupiter, yes.
Jupiter. And a young brother by the name of Daniel Villegas. Okay, Daniel Villegas. He is also of the group Redneck's Poetry Spot. For those who is fans of the poetry scene, they've been supporting the festival, rocking all around the world for years. You know what I mean? And Daniel used to be known as Jarabe del Sol, for those who remember that. He's been like, the thing about him is he'll host an event and it'll be freestyle. He has the nerve to do a flyer and be like, come perform freestyle. Not practice, not write and memorize something. Don't practice. Practice being able to come up with something that's unpracticed. And his whole show is like that. So he showed up at the favorite showcase, spit something. He spit poetry and bars. Jupiter spit poetry and bars. Aramis became the favorite of the year, okay? And also we had another favorite, which was Prima Lam. Let's show some love to Prima Lam. He was able to actually dispose in another place. So we almost had 4 favorites on the main stage. But this year, what I'm saying to you, y'all, is these were not people played on the radio. These were not people that had 1 million followers on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or Snapchat or this, that, and third. They were people who just showed up to the cipher, rooted for other people first and foremost, and said, let me add my 2 cents. And when they went back and looked over the footage, the organizers said, yo, they going to the main stage. We got to check for them. They going to the main stage. We got. Now, don't expect this in the future, okay? Because it's just crazy what happened. But this year, it happened to be 3 people going on. So Aramis is the favorite. Jupiter and Daniel are the co-hosts of the whole entire festival.
That's crazy.
Which means during the whole event, they're going to be on stage sharing their bars, introducing the artists, getting close connections with all the artists. What am I basically saying, y'all? If you come to the favorite showcase 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. on Saturday, April 1st, you can jump in here and there's no telling what can happen. Sky's the limit. It's free. You're the only person that can hold yourself back. Moving on.
That's it. So much power in showing up. Just show up.
So
that's all you gotta do. Just be around like a circle. Just be like a circle. Be around.
Now we doing mic drops over here, but Be Easy got the mics hanging from the ceiling, so that's why you don't hear the mic drops. The mics is floating, but we dropping them. We've been dropping them all since we came in here.
You know what I mean?
Gravity is definitely involved.
So 8 to 10 p.m. we got the battle finals.
Oh.
So you're gonna see what they call the cream of the crop, battle it out for the grand prize in the Washington room.
Top
You know
spot,
who I heard
baby.
is gonna be there?
Who gonna be there?
Tangsauce.
That boy
Okay.
Tangsauce,
Okay.
A60, all social
Okay.
media, all digital streaming platforms. I'm gonna be hosting. I'm your host with the most on the mic. I'm bringing energy all night. Don't forget, the more energy that you give to dancers, the more energy they gonna give you.
Yeah.
Pull up. How much money does it cost to pull up to this battle?
Oh, for that particular part?
For that particular part.
That one, if you get it all inclusive, it's free.
Oh my goodness.
Now, if you get the all 3-day package, that's free.
Oh my God. What if they want to stand in the back of the room? How much does that ticket cost?
That one is easy.
How much is that?
It's free.
Oh my goodness. What if they want to stand in front of the stage?
If you want to upgrade from the back to and just skip the middle and go all the way to the front,
right,
you gonna pay nothing.
Wow.
It's zero because it's the cipher, because it's the circle.
You must have to go on Expedia.com for that though, right? You gotta go on Expedia. I gotta go on Tickets. I gotta go on Ticketmaster.
Expedia to your feet
Yes.
to Hartford, Connecticut.
Yes.
One time a year, not miss the opportunity, expeditiously.
So I could just walk in the room.
You could walk, you could skate, you could float, you could break, you could pop, you could lock, you could roller skate.
If I got Heelys, I can roll in the room.
You could roll in the room with
and no one's gonna stop me.
That I don't know. I don't work for the security services. You know what I mean? And also, there's always a hater. You feel me? If someone literally sees you slide in on Heelys,
you know what I mean?
and you dripping, somebody gonna be like, how come I can't slide in the Heelys like that guy? And we gonna be like, did you practice?
Did you practice?
It's about practice.
And you know what? And for that one person, it's gonna be 5 people like, I like the way you slid in that room.
It's gonna be 5.
I mean, it's a very positive environment, a very loving environment, a very encouraging environment. Any level, if you don't know how to break, you can pull up and dance in what's called a cipher, where we are spontaneously creating motions and communicating in a nonverbal fashion to express our intelligence, to express our work ethic, to express our creativity. And you can just do it. If you a hands-on learner, if you a kinesthetic learner, if you somebody that is a tactile person, show me. I want to touch it. I want to do it. I'm a visual learner. You can pull up to this cipher and get down. And learn from people that's been doing it for 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, 1 year, 6 months. Some are just starting today. Anybody could pull up to this cipher and watch this battle at the same time. So make sure you down there. Just come through. There's so much power in coming through. You never know what's gonna. You might meet the love of your life. You might meet your dance partner. You might meet the person that has the right network for you if you're if you're in real estate. Who knows?
You might meet the person
people
who you need to go from a 1-on-1 to a 2-on-2 to a 3-on-3 and win the grand prize that day.
Hey man, you never know who's in the building. There's people from all walks of life. Older people, younger people, babies, black, white, Latino, Asian, European, tall, short. Everybody is welcome to come through the Trinity Hip Hop Festival on March 31st and April 1st. All day, baby. We doing it all day, man.
No matter what your religion is.
Oh, you could be Catholic, Christian, Methodist, Protestant, Muslim, Buddhist,
political party you're with,
Republican, Green, Democrat,
whatever.
You could be anybody.
Yeah.
You could be anybody, and you have a spot at the Trinity Hip Hop Festival. It's all inclusive. How much was it though, right?
Which part? The first day?
Because let's say I'm a tall Asian man
from
Rhode Island. How much do I have to pay to participate in this event?
Well, with the discount, it would be free.
Oh, man. How much is it without the discount? Let's just say I don't get in time for the discount.
If you don't have the senior discount, or if you're not a member of any organizations, you got to pay the full free Cypher, Zero Donut,
Zero my God.
Settle.
I could walk it.
Or hold on. Let me tell you, if you come from England,
Right. Talk about it.
Zed.
Oh.
Z-E-R-O.
Nothing.
Zero.
Free 99, baby. Trinity Hip Hop Festival, March 31st, April 1st, all day, baby. Real organic hip hop.
That's not all. From 11 to 2, right after the battle finals,
there's
the
more?
main concert night.
Oh.
And then we're going to make that a classic hip hop party featuring a lineup of rappers and DJs.
Sheesh.
You're going to have the favorite, who we already mentioned. Congratulations to Aramis Wade, 2023 favorite MC of the festival. You're going to have a performance by none other than the whole event hosted by Jupiter, co-hosted by Daniel Villegas.
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna have a performance by Hartford supergroup,
Who?
the Backpack.
Oh, the Backpack performing? You said the Backpack performing?
First I heard the boom, then I heard the bat. Who that?
I fell in love with rap.
Come on now.
Come on now.
You gonna be in the
Hydro,
building.
Clockwise,
And you might
Rapoet,
see
Tangsauce.
Suffice, the rap poet, perform the first stage dive he has performed in 3 years now, maybe 4. I forgot how long COVID has been.
Wait, it's been before. The last time that you did a stage dive was before the pandemic hit.
Yes.
Hey,
Since
yo, you gotta
Corona
be
was
there.
spreading,
You gotta
there's been
pull
so
up.
many times I looked out into a crowd and they looked up into me and with their eyes they said, "We know that you want to stage dive." And I looked back at them with my eyes and said, "You might have COVID." And then I didn't do it so many times.
Time wasn't right.
And something just hit me,
goodness.
and it said, "Now is your time,
Oh.
young man."
Oh, the stage dive spirit spoke to you.
You guys are listening
This
to
time,
midnight hour.
107.7 WFCS New Britain Hartford, The Edge.
Bacteria and viruses are at an all-time high. If you don't do it now, it can never happen again. So you might see a stage dive, and you already know, whenever my energy is up,
It's going crazy.
Tangsauce energy is double up.
It's crazy.
If I bring it to 10,
It's
you're gonna
crazy.
see 11 on my side.
Come on now.
If I do a skip, you gonna see a skid it. If I do a hip, you gonna see a hop. If I do a jump, you gonna see a jump.
Come on.
If I do a dive, you gonna see a scuba dive.
Come on now.
So
We
let's
going
just
crazy.
say, get ready to have your hands in the air and be near the front of the stage, because we really gonna put it up for the town.
It's going
Backpack
crazy.
represents Hartford, West Hartford,
Yes.
East Hartford, Manchester,
Yes.
New Hartford, South Hartford. We represent
Yeah,
for
man.
the 29 greater Hartford areas.
Come
We
on now.
represent for hip hop
Windsor.
around the world. We've been around the
Bloomfield.
world, but most importantly, we're glad
Great.
to perform right back here where
It's
it all
awesome.
started, because Hartford is one of the most diverse places per square feet
Yeah,
and the
really
most
outside.
segregated places for square feet. We got so many Brazilian, Asian, European, so many refugees from around the world, so many immigrants, so many people that's been here since the colonies was founded, indigenous people here. And yet you might never know because the ingenious way of us being segregated. Well, guess what? Backpack is performing right here, and we celebrating the whole area and its beautiful diversity on that April 1st, on that main stage,
Yes.
on that 11 and 2.
Yes.
Joining Aramis, joining Jupiter,
Yes.
joining Daniel.
Yes.
And I didn't even mention,
Oh, talk about it. Talk about
we
some of
got
these. Whew, talk about these
Lingua
features.
Franca coming
Ooh.
through. These sisters is dope.
Oh,
Okay,
Lord.
they MCs, they lyricists, they party rockers. They are gonna burn the floor up. They're gonna
Lord.
tear the mics down. You don't
Good
want to
Lord.
miss that. Then we got my homie DJ Trouble Kid
Trouble Kid.
coming from that
Sway's
Chi-Town,
universe.
well known in the Hartford area.
What?
Travel around performing for other artists, coaching other artists. He came back to the town for us. He's gonna be in the building.
Come on.
And then, of course, we're gonna have a moment for the women and women's history, a
Amen.
moment for
Amen.
coming across the African diaspora and surviving, going back to the motherland, and then coming back to America. DJ Zinhale from South Africa, the #1 DJ in South Africa. This is a woman really I should say one of the #1 DJs in the world,
Wow.
not just in the continent of Africa. And this is what international hip hop shows us. It shows us that as great as everybody we know is and everyone we hear on the radio is, hip hop is actually worldwide. When we went to Russia, we saw some B-boys doing some amazing things. And what's crazy is we saw an 11-year-old B-boy that was watching Tanyan Tiger and got inspired, ripped off his shirt, did a flip, started doing some of the moves that we were showing them. And it's like, that's what you realize from black, white, Asian, Latina, Europe, Asian. I ain't seen nobody from Antarctica, but shout out to the polar bears and everything like that. But hip hop is really global, so you might not even know some of the greatest artists until you come to the festival. So shout out to that sister. I also know that she recently did have a tragedy in the family, and family out there that's listening, you know, to do a festival like this, it's not all fun and games. Just like how hip hop survived what it did for 50 years, when you bring in artists from all over the world, a lot of times they have political issues, a lot of times their visas is getting blocked, a lot of times there's discrimination from their government or people in their area to come out here and perform for y'all and try to build this global connection. So, you know, it's a great blessing that DJ Zinhale is gonna be here. I know she just suffered a tragedy, and thank God, and our heart goes out to your family, what you're going through, that you are still able to come out and represent with us. We love you, we appreciate you, and we love everybody who can tap in, whether you're gonna be here live at the festival or not. All this is a reminder that people care about each other. We do something that allows people who are considered don't have value. You don't look the right way. Your uniform isn't the right. Your facial features don't fit into where you're from. Your money, your class, you're not considered cool. Well, what hip hop does is it says, take something out of nothing and make something out of it. This festival is just a reminder for you. Even if you can't be here in person, just let those vibes reverberate to you and let you know you are valuable. Okay? And we want you to express it. Amen. That's my PSA. Amen. See you there. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, March 30th through April 1st. And then the next week on my birthday, I'm dropping a book. Book.
And book my band to play wherever you need a band at, a wedding band, you know what I mean?
I have a track I have to be playing for you guys. Yeah, I have music for you guys.
Ooh-wee. Easy got the tunes.
Yes.
Know that.
So I'm about to play the supergroup right now.
What? Ooh. The supergroup?
Yes.
The ones that's performing at Trinity?
Yeah.
On April 1st?
Yes.
For free?
For free.
At Trinity College?
For free.
How much do people need to pay to hear this track right now on WBEZ's
Good question.
WFCS?
Good question. Good.
All they gotta do is clean out the wax in their ears.
Okay,
they
clean it out.
That's
clean it out
carefully.
It. Carefully. If you got a lot of wax, clean it out.
Take your time with it.
So clean out your wax so you can hear this wax. The new.
He talking DJ talk.
Talk that crate talk. Talk that crate talk. No. That crate talk.
Mics.
They about to learn today.
Yeah.
Dropping mics and they floating.
Boop boop back.
Yeah, I'm about to drop that song right now. Yeah, you already know. It's 107.7 WFCS, New Britain, Hartford, The Edge. You wanna know what I thought might cause that blinking? I forgot I didn't shut off all my alarms.
Oh.
And I plugged in this to the headphone jack, so it's not gonna. Hold on. Yeah.
Listen, Jack. Don't push me because I am close to the edge.
Hey, Jack.
I am trying to not lose my head.
Listen to me, Jack.
But I catch another flight.
We need to do a live stream real quick and let people know where we are.
Hold on. Do I only have the show tracks for you guys?
Oh.
Hold on. Let me double check. Oh, I got the official joint. Never mind. I got it.
Another flight. I know this is Rapoet speed, but what up? It's Tangsauce, baby.
Are you streaming live right now?
We streaming live.
You're all mixed up right now.
107.7 The Edge. DJ Easy.
fell in love with rap. Off the head, I rap like I'm off the man. And yo, my shit crazy, I know it's all
Bro.